Good afternoon again, dear students. My name is Riyad Quba. I am an English teacher. I've been teaching English for about 14 years. And I am also a teacher, trainer, and a YouTube content creator. Before getting started, I would like to tell you a little bit about this YouTube channel, which I created especially for high school students. On this channel, you will find amazing videos that can help you study and revise your lessons on a daily and weekly basis if you want. You can find online lessons, writing strategies, and language exercises. So, for example, for the online lessons, you will find like videos for all the lessons that you will be studying during this year, and they are all created in a very creative way. In addition to that, you will also find a series of videos for both guided and free writing tasks. So please check out these videos. So for example, if you want to learn how to write a postcard, a letter, an advert, a speech, whatever you will be given this year in the exam, you can find videos that can help you write in a good way. The good thing about these videos is that they are all created, as I said earlier, in a very creative way. I wanted to help the students leave these lessons and really enjoy them. As you can see from these pictures, if you want, for example, to learn how to write a speech, I have performed this speech for you to make it more authentic and appealing to all of you. This series is very important. I consider this series very important because it contains tips and tricks to help students avoid the common mistakes when they answer the English exam questions. So please consider watching this series because it's very important. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram to get notified whenever I upload a new video. In today's lesson or session or live broadcast, we are going to focus on 3 language exercises that you are familiar with. The first one is put in the right and tense form. The second one, circle the right alternative, and fill in the blanks with the missing words. And I'm trying to give you some hints, some advice, some tips on how to deal with such exercises so that you can maximize your chances to get a full mark. Meanwhile, during this session, we will be revising some vocabulary related to this unit, which is entitled Creative Minds. We know that you have learned the scientific achievements, Nobel Prize, the brain drain, and other lessons. And we will revise some grammatical points as usual. Before starting with the language exercises, I would like to start with a warm-up activity. And this one is the passive voice, because we will need this grammatical point later with some exercises. And I wanted to start with this activity because most students really get confused and they don't know how and when they use this form, which is the passive voice. So for that, let me start with this sentence, which is, he opens the door. He opens the door. So he is the subject, opens is the verb, and the door is an object. So as you can see, we have some arrows in different colors. So if I want to express this sentence differently, it becomes the door. So I'm going to start with the door here. Then is opened. And then we have by him. So the object in the first sentence has become the subject. So as you can see. Then the subject in the first sentence, and by the way, this is an active voice sentence, so it becomes an agent. And as you can see, we have here the tense, simple present tense. So we have added here is and opened, which is the past participle. So what is the rule of the passive voice? The general rule is to be plus past participle. So this is the general rule. But sometimes in the exam or in the put in the right and tense question, you can be given for example, to put a sentence in the passive voice, whether in the simple present or the future or simple past or present perfect, or it can be used with a model. But the problem here, the students don't know how or when to form the passive voice with these different tenses. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you some or give you some sentences, and I would like you to extract the rule of the passive voice with these different tenses. So for example, but before that, when do we usually use the passive voice? We use the passive voice to show interest in the person or object that experiences an action. So for example, here, he opens the door. This is an object. So who does this action? This subject here, which is he. So if I want to focus on the object, I don't want to focus on he. So as we can see, the sentence becomes the door is opened by him. So to show interest in the person or object that experiences an action rather than the person or object that performs the action. So that's very important. So what matters to me here is the fact that the door is opened or was opened. So my focus is on the door itself, not on the person. So I can, for example, stop here and say that the door is opened. The man is killed. The car was stolen, if I want to say. So this is what I want to focus on. So the first example that I have here, many cars are made in Japan. So what is the tense that I have here in this sentence? Is it the present progressive? Is it the simple present? So what is it? It's, of course, the simple present. So if I want to form the passive voice in the simple present tense, the rule is am, is, are, plus past participle. So it depends on the subject that I have. I can say I am stolen. I can say that he is killed. I can say that they are killed or whatever. So this is just an example. So this is the first one. The second one, the new iPhone will be released next week. So again, what is the tense here in this sentence? If I underline here will, so it is, of course, I am sure that you will say the future. Yes, thank you so much. That's a very good answer. So the future. So what is the rule? We have will, then be, then we have the past participle again. So whenever, every time we use the passive voice, we should have these two parts, verb to be and the past participle. But here, since we are expressing the future, we will add will. So the rule becomes will be plus past participle. The problem here is sometimes with the students, they either forget the verb to be or they forget to put the verb in the past participle form. So please make sure that you put it in the correct format. Let's move on. John was invited. Was invited. Yes. So what is the tense? Ask yourself and answer me while you are there. So of course it's here the simple past. So what is the rule of the passive voice form in the simple past? Of course it's going to be was or were. We pronounce it here were, not where, because where it's the question word we use for a place. So was or were plus past participle. Moving on to this one. This company has been sold for $5 million. So you see here, I want to focus on the company. So the tense that we have here, has been sold. Has been, when we say has been or I have done or he has gone. So what is the tense here? I hope that you have said the present perfect tense. So how can we form the passive voice in the present perfect? So we have has or have plus been plus past participle. So you see, in all of these rules, we have the verb to be. As we said earlier, this is the general rule, and the other ones are the different rules of the passive voice with all the tenses. The last sentence that we have is the following: the lesson must be finished. So if I underline here the word must and I ask you what is it, I am sure and certain that you will say that it's a model. So if I want to make the passive voice with the model, and models can be must, should, can, could, may, might, ought to, and all of these, plus, as you can see, to be plus the past participle. So this is the rule. As you can see, I have here some dots, which means that the list is, we can have other models, as we said. So the general rule is one of these that we have, plus to be, plus past participle. So please keep these rules in mind because we will need it with other exercises. But before that, I have prepared for you this exercise to practice more. And here I want you to write your sentences. I'm going to show you some pictures and I'm going to choose one of the tenses, and I want you to make a sentence in the passive voice with the rule that you can see. So you have to use one of these here. So the first one is this picture. As you can see, we can see a thief who stole the money. I can see a thief who stole the money. So if I ask you, what happened to the money? What happened to the money? So I want you to use a sentence or to make a sentence in the passive voice in the simple past. So write your answer in the comment section below and we will check it together. So what happened to the money? If you don't know the verb, so here is the verb to steal, as you can see. Then we have the simple past is stole and the past participle is stolen. Okay, so what is the rule for that? I hope that you will say it's the money was stolen. So if I want to complete the sentence, I will say by the thief. But because my interest and focus is not on the thief, so I said the money was stolen. Excellent. Yes. So we have Islam. Very good sentence. The money is stolen by the thief. Malik. Excellent sentences. Very good. The money was stolen. All of these answers are correct. But what happened to the thief after stealing the money? What happened to the thief? So here is the verb. Use this verb to write your answer in the comment section below. What happened? So the verb is to arrest. I can say the policeman arrested the thief. So what happened to the thief? Did he run away? No, he didn't run away. He didn't. He fortunately got caught. So what happened? Write your answer in the comment section below to interact with each other. So the answer that we have is the thief was arrested. So here is the simple past and the past participle, and by the something here that I want to stress. When we find by, it's an indicator of the passive voice. It's an indicator of the passive voice. So keep this in mind. Sometimes in a put in the right and tense form question, we insert this by to help students find the correct answer, and that it is a passive voice form. Very good. So again, the thief was arrested. Asma, excellent. Very good. So Ahmed Jarboui, excellent. The thief was arrested. So how about this one? So the verb is to rescue, which means, or the synonym is to save. If I ask you, did this man die? Did this man die? No, he didn't die. Fortunately, what is the sentence? What is the correct answer? You have everything. Just practice the rule. So here I want you to make a sentence, for example, in the simple past again. So what happened to the man? Did he die, or what happened exactly? So again, rescued. So Malik, just write a full sentence to practice the form. Yes. Write your answer in the comment section below to read it after that. So the answer is the man was rescued. The man was rescued. So again, I can carry on by the firefighter, by the man, by whoever. Yes. Another example. So if someone hacks my Facebook account, if someone hacks my Facebook account, so what can I say? So the verb is to hack, the simple past is hacked, and the past participle is hacked. Make a sentence in the present perfect tense. What happened to my Facebook account? What happened to my Facebook account? Write your answer again in the comment section below. My Facebook account, use the present perfect, this rule, which is has or have, depending on the subject that you have. Then be must be there, and the past participle. So my account has been hacked. Ahmed Jarboy, excellent. Yes, so that's a very good answer. My Facebook account has been hacked. I'm going to show your answer. Very good. My Facebook account has been hacked. Very good. So he has been hacked. So let me tell you something here. No, it's not correct. The subject here, you have a mistake in the subject, because we are talking about the Facebook account. So we use it with the Facebook account, because here we use it for a man and she for a woman. Yes. So the correct answer is my Facebook account has been hacked. Excellent. Very good. The next one, another sentence. This time we will use a model. So the teacher should punish the student. The teacher should punish the student. If you have a problem with the irregular or regular verbs, so here is the verb in the past simple past and the past participle. So what is the answer? You have to use the model should or must or whatever you want, or can if you want, and write your answer again in the comment section below. So the correct answer is the student should be punished. If I want to use should, I can say the student can be punished. The student must be punished. So the student should have been punished. Yes, that's in the past. Very good. So we can say that. Can, must, or we can say might if I want to express probability or possibility. Must for obligation if the student really made a big mistake. Excellent. So the student may be punished. The student should be punished. Very good. Asma Lagerbi. Excellent. Then we have Jihan. The student must be punished. Excellent. Next one. We will move on to the next one. Let's talk about the next World Cup. The next World Cup. So what are we going to use here? Are we going to use the simple present, the future, the simple past, the present perfect, or the model? So write your answer. So I'm going to give you the verb here, to hold. So what country is going to hold the next World Cup, or what country will hold the next World Cup? So again, the rule of the future here is will be plus past participle. And I hope that you will say the 2022 World Cup, which is next year, will be held, will be organized in Qatar. This is the place, the country, by Qatar. So I can finish my sentence this way. Yes, Qatar will be held. No, Qatar will be held. So Desi No, it's not correct. Qatar will hold. Qatar will organize. So if we use the passive voice, so the next World Cup will be held or will be organized or will be played in Qatar. In Qatar. The next one, because of the weather, yesterday as an example. So here we will use the simple past again. Because the weather was bad, what happened to the match? What happened to the match? So the verb is to cancel. Simple past is cancelled, and the past participle is cancelled. So what is the sentence here? The match was unfortunately cancelled, or I can say the match is cancelled. The match has been cancelled. If I want to use the present perfect, the match must be cancelled because of the weather. And the last one, the ball hit the man, so it becomes the man was hit by the ball. So the verb is hit, the past participle is hit, and the simple past is hit. So hit, hit, hit. It's an irregular verb and it doesn't change. Very good. So this is just a warm up, because we will need this form with some exercises that we will be doing during this session.